Hello, this is Richard, and I'm going to talk to you about how to make a delicious pasta and homemade pasta sauce in 20 minutes. You'll need the following ingredients: pasta, 6 Roma tomatoes, ripe, minced garlic, Parmesan cheese, Tabasco or hot sauce, and basil. The first step is to boil water in a large pot, 1/2 to 3/4 of the way full. And you're going to place it on high heat until it begins to boil. Next, you're going to add a little bit of oil and salt to your water. Next, you'll wash the tomatoes and cut out the pits. Next, you'll cut the tomatoes into 4 sections. Be careful not to lose the seeds and the juice inside of the tomatoes. After you cut them, place them into a food processor. And if you don't have a food processor, you can just take the tomato at this point, and once your oil is heated, you can just deconstruct it, pulling off small chunks of the tomato into the pan. So I'm going to chop this up, and I'm going to do so by making small pulsations. 1, 2, 3. So you can see I hit it 4 times, not leaving it on too long, because what you don't want to do is to make it too watery. Put this here. Now I'm going to heat up this pan a little bit over medium, and I'm going to go ahead and get my garlic ready. This case it's already cut up for me. I don't like to cut up garlic, do too much extra work. So I have this ready. I'm going to first put a little bit of olive oil. I like lighter olive oil, you can tell by the color. And that basically means it has a lower acidity. So in my opinion, lower acidity olive oil tastes a lot cleaner, a lot nicer than darker olive oil, which is a bit bitter. I like to use the cap to control it a little bit better so it doesn't go all over the place and make it too oily. And I'm going to do about 1.5 on that. Alright, that's heating up. I can kind of feel it. And I'm going to go ahead and add about, this is a very small clove worth of garlic there. And this is to taste, but it's better not to overdo it. So that's heating up. And go ahead and apply it. You want to apply it once the heat is activated and once the oil is already heated up. You can tell that it's starting to move it around nicely, sizzling. It's exactly what you want it to do. It's very finely chopped, so it could burn very easily. So for those reasons, I'm going to move it. I'm not going to really apply anything to move it, just kind of even out the oil. And once, I say about after 10 seconds, you are ready to go ahead and apply your tomato sauce. So be careful not to cut yourself with the blades. Spread it out a little. And again, I'm somewhere between medium and high, about right in the middle. If you have it too low, it won't really cook it. And too high will make the water evaporate too high quickly. Add a little bit of salt to taste. Continue to let this cook for about another 14-15 minutes. You can tell how mix at that point. Now the water's boiling and ready for the pasta. So I like Barilla, it's my favorite brand. It's economical and, in my opinion, one of the more delicious pastas on the market. And let's toast it up. So this is fettuccine. It's a little bit thicker. Let me show you a piece up close. It's a little bit thicker, so it will take a few more minutes to cook. Thin spaghetti type of pasta will usually take about 9 minutes, and this could take up to 14 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add my Tabasco now, and hot sauce. In this case, it's a Tabasco substitute. And I'm going to do, this is a little bit hotter than Tabasco, probably about 4 drops. It's boiling away, my secret ingredient. And now I'm going to just continue to even it up. And I'm going to mix this around a little bit. After you apply the pasta to the water, the oil will keep it from sticking to the bottom of the pan. But it's a good idea to move it around just a little bit. And that's still on high. I'm going to leave it on high. And I'm going to use this guy. It's a very fine cheese grater. And that's about it. And then once again, the proportions for this recipe is for 2 people. I'm going to move it around again. And now the consistency is almost there. Until it's really starting to form a nice sauce. It's not too watery, and the tomatoes are very open at this point. So just a few more minutes. If you leave it too long and too much water does come out and it gets very dry, you can always add some water. As I stir it, I see how bendable it is, to give me an idea of how ready the pasta is. And the secret is that you should take it out. You should take out the pasta about a minute before it's ready, because it will continue to cook once I strain it. I'm going to test it one more time. It is ready. Strain it. If you look at this up close, it's a good quality pasta. It's very kind of darker yellow, and now that it's cooked, it's not transparent. So you don't want a transparent, completely clear noodle. What I like to use for my application is this guy. So it's a spoon with these little teeth on it, but this way I can just grab it, place it on there. And that's the finished sauce again. Alright, so I'm going to apply the sauce on the very top. So that's half for me, and the other half for my guest. I'm going to sprinkle the Parmesan on top. So, there you have it. Pasta with homemade sauce in 20 minutes. I hope you'll enjoy it.